The Oklahoma Sooners will face Navy in the Armed Forces Bowl. We're going to talk about it right now on Sooner Born. All right, now, let me be the first to tell you that I don't really care that they're playing Navy in the Armed Forces Bowl. I'm just happy they went to a bowl game this year to keep the streak alive. Playing Navy, sure. I mean, what is Navy? 8-3. I just don't really care today. Maybe I'm just not in the greatest of moods. But they've made it to a bowl game, so that is fantastic. Let's talk about it. The Sooners accepted the bid to play them. The bowl announced it's on December 27th on ESPN. The kickoff is slated for 11 a.m. in Fort Worth, Texas. It will be Oklahoma's first ever appearance in the Armed Forces Bowl, which is played at TCU's Amon G. Carter Stadium, just about a half an hour west of the SEC, held its preseason media days event back in Dallas in July, marking the unofficial start of the league's first season with 16 teams. The trip to Fort Worth also marks the 26th consecutive season that Oklahoma has made a bowl game, the second longest active streak in the country behind Georgia, which will make its 28th consecutive postseason appearance, while earning a first-round bye in the 12-team college football playoff after winning the SEC title on Saturday. Who cares? The bowl game will also represent the second ever meeting between Oklahoma and Navy, with its first being a 10-0 OU loss back in 1965 in Norman. Shame. Oklahoma's trip to the Armed Forces Bowl will accumulate the program's first season in the SEC and its third under head coach Brent Venables. The Sooners went 6-6 on the year, including a 2-6 in SEC play. They clinched a bowl berth with most consequential win of the season, a 24-3 throtting of Alabama that not only gave OU a sixth win, but handed the Tide its third loss of the season, ultimately keeping them out of the college football playoff. In DeBow's first season has taken over following Nick Saban's retirement. Oklahoma closed out the season with a 37-17 loss at LSU to drop to 6-6, its second 500 regular season record in Venables' 3 seasons as head coach. Since that loss, several OU players have signaled their intent to enter the transfer portal when the 20-day winter window opens on Monday, including starting quarterback Jackson Arnold. We all know Arnold, 5-star prospect who started 9 games, blah, 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 blah. Oklahoma's hiring of Ben Arbuckle as his new offensive coordinator. Arnold's departure means the Sooners will likely turn to freshman Michael Hawkins Jr. as their starting quarterback for the bowl game. The former 4-star prospect in the Dallas area started 3 games for OU this season, including a SEC win against Auburn on September 28th, that is, completing 48 of 77 passes, 62.3% for 563 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, with another 143 yards and 1 touchdown on the ground. He's also made starts against Texas in the Cotton Bowl and at home against South Carolina, where he did not play particularly well, and he got benched. Jackson Arnold came back in, started the rest of the season. Now, so they made it to a bowl game. I'm happy about that, like I said earlier, but it's just hard for me to actually care. I'm just being honest right now. Maybe I shouldn't talk like this, but I'm just, whatever. They're going to a bowl, playing Navy. Hopefully they win the damn game. Let's just get this practice time in. Let's get this recruiting class in. Let's get in the transfer portal. Get some players, some wide receivers, some tight ends, some everything. Okay? We need a quarterback, obviously. I mean, Michael Hawkins Jr., we know he's a pretty decent player, so I'm not going to go too crazy. He was just a freshman, so he made some mistakes. I'm hoping, that's what I'm really hoping for. I'm hoping that he has a really good bowl game and he can impress the new offensive coordinator, Brent Arbuckle. Maybe he want to run with him going into next season. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure, like as everybody's speculating, he's going to bring in John Mateer from Washington State, where he came from. We don't know if that's really going to be the case, but if it is, we know he's probably going to start if he's coming in, and it'll give Michael Hawkins Jr. another season to season up and get prepared and get ready for the rest of his career. We'll see what happens. We know we have another Jaden O'Neal coming in after the year after that as a quarterback. He's a big guy who can really throw the ball around. And, man, it's just a lot of question marks going on right now. A lot of people transferring, going to the Armed Forces Bowl. I'm just getting a little worn out by just all of the not so great news. Hoping that things start to look better here coming up in the future. I hope next season goes much better than this season, but that's the way it looks right now. I think they're setting up to really bring in a lot of people in the transfer portal and try to get some veterans in there. I'm still just, I hate the loss of Nick Anderson. It's really bothering me a little bit, but it's okay. I just felt like we could have done much better with him, and that whole medical situation is just weird. But hopefully OU gets us together. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, Armed Forces Bowl, December 27th, 11 o'clock in Fort Worth. See you there. And thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for watching the video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm just going to keep dropping this OU news. And we're going to keep talking about it, even if it's not great. We're just going to keep on talking about the news and just keep it pushing, guys. Boomer Sooner. Let's go.